You know you're in Tennessee when the rest area is a gigantic log cabin, country music in the background. It's kind of foggy today, this morning. Isn't that neat? And then there's the Tennessee dog. What's his name? Lucky Sport. Forgot his name. How neat. Smokey. That's the dog's name, Smokey. Here's the inside. That's our patron saint, Dolly Parton, the patron saint of Tennessee, really of all South. You know, all that's missing here is a breakfast bar with biscuits and gravy and eggs. That's all they need and it'd be complete. What's up, everybody? So I spent a lot of time with the family yesterday before Memorial Day, and I've got an extra day, and I figured I gotta get this dog out somewhere for a couple of hours road trip and then stay somewhere. So I decided to return back to the vintage Budget Host Inn. Back from a couple of years ago, you'll remember the video I did about the place that's stuck in the 70s, and we like it that way. And remember that spackle wall? Wild, still here. I was really hoping for the room that had the green shower, but that's okay. That is okay. I asked for a quiet room. They've got it. They gave it to me. The only noise really is coming from this thing here, which is just fine, I guess. But they still have the business center here for you. Look at that wallpaper. Struggling to hang on. They have improved the lampshades. They did have those covered with plastic, if you remember, for the faithful followers. So they've got new shades. And they still have the weird shaped separate business area too, hanging right here. Green carpet still here, thank God for that, and matching green bed sheets. But they are missing the phone. You remember the phone that they had here at the old Business Center 1? That's Business Center 2. So I don't know where the phone went. So I guess we'll have to use our cell phone. I remember this stand-up comedian that talked about how, you know, every hotel has, you know, the Gideon's Bible because it lists the 10 Commandments, and that's because some people come into these hotels and break every one of the 10 Commandments, so that's why it's there to remind you of what not to do. I think that was Jim Gaffigan. Pretty funny. But, here's what I was going to talk about. So there's me. Here's something I do every time I go to a hotel. That's too big. So for whatever reason, I like to lay out all my stuff here for the dog. Band-Aids, in case we cut ourselves here in the hotel somehow. I put all my hygiene stuff right here on that. It just helps me square it away. But anyway, here's some brick, okay? So this is new, or they're trying to be new, but this spackly wall is just the best in the world. And this is so old that it comes with the old-fashioned heat lamp. Is that mold? I don't know, guys. We're not going to micromanage the place. But there's a timer light, which is interesting. And then that turns on the heat lamp and vent. All right. But anyway, I thought you guys would enjoy seeing this again. And this is like 3 hours north of where I live. Perfect getaway, not too far away. That's about all I could kind of squeeze in, but I'm going to be doing some studying here tonight and hit up the Mexican restaurant around the corner. Just good to get away for a minute. Out there was that Swamp Creek, if you remember that. These folks out here having a business meeting too. We were talking earlier. Pool under construction. I brought my bathing suit just in case, but I wanted to show off my abs to everybody here at the Budget Host Inn, but I don't think that's going to happen because the pool's drained and hotels. They've became a sanctuary for drug people and people that just live on cash day to day. But not this place. They have done a great job of keeping it family. They've got an RV park right over there. The dog loves it. I love it. And you would love it if you were here. So I encourage you to come here on one of your visits, on one of your travels with your family. You can stay at the Budget Host Inn. Go straight up 75 north from Chattanooga or Atlanta or Florida, and it's exit 41. Traveling 75 south, it's still exit 41. They give you a hard copy receipt for your financial planner to file away. $93 plus the dog. Can you beat it? And then there's the Wi-Fi. Can we see the spackle wall one more time, Mike? Yes, you can. One more time for good measure. Look at that. This wall, easily older than I am. Isn't that wild? All right. Well, you guys have a good night wherever you're at. Go, go. Say adios. As I was prepping the Business Center 1 area to work on some life insurance stuff, I needed to plug in my laptop, and so I come over to this pretty overworked circuit plug-in area, and I wanted to plug in, and there's some random water coming out somewhere, so we're not going to plug it in over here, but I wanted to show y'all what was happening here. So I was going to just unplug the microwave because, who knows, we're not going to need the microwave per se, really. And so I was pulling that up, try to free a socket there, and it's got one of these jalopies connected to it, which is not bad. That's not bad at all. That's what you do to make the cord longer. But it was just funny just to see how overworked this outlet already is, and then a drop of water or two coming from somewhere. So we're going to clear these wires and keep them back there where they belong. And it may be from underneath there. We're going to really check it before we go to bed, but we're doing a deep dive here into the Budget Hotel. I'm kind of disappointed on a couple of things. Like I mentioned, I don't have the 60-year-old business phone that we needed to really make some good sales calls. I got to use my cell phone now. And the wallpaper that was behind this was a lot more ancient than this temporary. paper. So they're doing something new. They're up to something. But remember remember the ceilings, that were just about, I'm 6 foot, so that's 7 foot. It's just funny to be able to just walk around. Whoa, another cord. And the Mexican was really good. And there's Coco. She's chilling. This is her bed. She'll get on that in a minute. Lots of friendly people. And you know what was strange is the people that I was talking to out there, that they were having their family reunion or business meeting out there, and they're like from where I live. They're kind of strange. So I'm not weird, unless we're all weird here at the Budget Host Hotel. But they drove 3 hours here too, and they've got an RV that they've got out there, and they were cooking fish or something. Not time. It is not time here. Downtown London, America. Not England. But look at all the action happening here at the Budget Host. There's a Coke machine. There's a guy there doing it. Maybe a business call. It's pretty funny because some of the people that are staying near me down the outside hallway or whatever it is. It's funny to be having an outside hallway, isn't it? And they were going by people's doors telling people good night. And I thought, what a nice touch. Like from outside, like, hey, good night, everybody. Have a good night's sleep. And I'm like, that's a pretty positive environment, huh? You don't get that in many hotels. But here at the Budget Host, that kind of stuff is free. It's included. Random people going around telling you good night through the door, no charge. You can't put a price on that. Ahoy, good morning from the Budget Host Inn. Here's the work they're doing on the pool. Refinishing. It'll look great in a year. Maybe we'll come back. Maybe we won't. But it's such a quiet hotel because even though those guys are working and they've got the Maddox and stuff like that, couldn't even hear it. And the older folks that were telling people goodnight, they're about to head out. Coco's enjoying getting out here today. We're about to hit the road and head down to Knoxville and meet our buddy Big Josh White, who's also been doing life insurance for a few years, and he's loving it. And I love this sign here that says camping. Because that's the RV side. And those swings, If your hotel doesn't have a swing set outside, I don't want to go. Here's the conference room. Some folks were having a meeting last night here. We got in on at the end. But of course I stay in nice places. You've seen the other photos. I love nice places. Absolutely love nice places. These roadside hotels, I don't know. Some of them are coming back, but it's just pretty nostalgic, when you were a kid, and that's what everybody stayed in. But you would think, you're like, what a dump. There's probably only one of these nationwide. No, they're not. I went in there to get their watered down coffee earlier. Budget Host Inn. They've got about 50, 60 places nationwide, at least. And they probably all have a swing set and a random building called camping. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Right through here, this Kentucky-Tennessee border, some of the exits have some really good ridge cuts where meaning they've just cut through a mountain and then that's your exit ramp. It's really nice. There's only a few of them. I've captured a few on one of the other travels. And as you're going down 75 south, there's this weird, it's not an amusement park. I don't know if that was ever operational. But back in the day, it sure looked cool because they had it painted. It looked nice. They had lights on that Ferris wheel and that fake rocket ship. But it's all rusted out now. There's a big old cross. But driving back and forth, up and down from Bible College, that was always an interesting sight. Heading down, it meant that I was three hours or so from home.